Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for your time. So today, as you can see from the title of the video, it's about I want to share my experience how I decided which bag I need to buy, what was my whole thought process during this time, and also I debated a lot within myself whether I should spend that kind of amount on a luxury bag or not. So these are the two topics. So starting with whether I should spend that kind of money or not on the luxury bag. So basically, when I saw this bag a few years ago, I say 2 years ago or so, I started loving this bag, and since then I wanted this Speedy, but I kept debating. I had the money, but I kept debating within myself whether I should spend that kind of money on a luxury bag or not, because every time I think, oh, I should go and buy that. Every time I decide that, I always feel so guilty about it that I just couldn't get the courage and go to the Louis Vuitton store and buy a bag for myself with my own money. So this kept on happening every time I thought of buying a bag. So finally, I decided that I will give a tough target to myself. And once I achieve that, I'll treat myself with a bag. So that will be my reward. And indeed, I gave myself a tough target in my professional life, which needed me to give few exams and get some certifications. I went to London for that. I cleared both my exams, got my certifications. It also needed me to apply for a job and also clear the interview, which I did. So after all this, I finally achieved what was my goal, what was my target, and I was so happy. I really, really worked hard. I had sleepless nights with, panda-looking eyes, and yeah, I was very, very happy the day I achieved my target. I went and bought this bag with my own money, and I was not feeling guilty for spending that kind of money because I'm not going every day and buying a bag. I waited 2 years, with having money just because I didn't want to feel guilty. I worked hard for it. Then every time now I see this bag, I don't feel guilty. In fact, I feel very proud, and I feel because that reminds me of my achievement and the hard work I did in those days. So yeah, that was my story how I decided that yes, I can go ahead and spend some money. So I always keep this principle to myself that if I'm going to spend a big amount on a luxury item, because luxury items is not something that you need, so I need to earn them. I need to do something extra to you know to to get them basically. And so that was my way um, to push harder myself. I mean, it's also nice reward, and you're grown up now, and nobody, when you were kids, your parents were rewarding you, but now you're grown up, and even if you do something good, basically nobody rewards you. It's you who needs to reward yourself. So I push myself. That's my reward, and that's very satisfying feeling, and very, you feel every time you see those, they are like your achievements. So that's my principle, and I follow that. So that's there. Um, Now about coming to the second part is like how I decided that this is the bag I need. So there are a couple of questions I had in my mind. What should be my first bag? Um, so I decided very quickly it would be Speedy. I saw so many different bags people were carrying, and this was the most which kept attracting my that I was my attention. And like every time I see, I would really turn back and look at that bag. So it was very clear that I need a Speedy bag. Um, then how I decided that the question was, okay, out of three prints or even other different prints, which one do I want to go? So I liked this print and also the Monogram logo one. But the only problem with the Monogram was that everybody knows it has this handle with, untreated leather, and it slowly patinas from absolutely white to almost golden, beautiful golden honey color. But the problem is, it doesn't stop there. At golden honey color, it keeps getting um, it kept getting darker and darker and not uniformly patchy, you know, where you catch more will get almost like black. I've seen bags, they look absolutely horrible because of those things, and I do not want my luxury item for which I worked hard so much, for which I paid so much, to look like that. So that was very, very clear that I'm not going with that print at all. So that's the print. And it's not only that reason, a couple of other reasons, which is that it is weatherproof. Secondly, because it's a treated leather. And third, that every time I see this bag in this print, it just looked so beautiful, that I was very clear that this is the print I want. So I was clear which bag I wanted. I was very clear which print I wanted. So the next question was, should I buy with bandolier or without bandolier? Because it was, the bandolier was costing me around 200, 250 euros more. So usually I carry handheld like this, my bag, 90% of the time. I do not generally carry on my crook of the arm. So I was like, and I knew that I will not use the shoulder bag, like, but you know, those moments when you're, certain moments when you really need your both hand, and that moment you feel you really, really miss a shoulder strap. So, for example, yesterday I was coming back from Netherlands. While traveling, I had this bag in my hand and another laptop bag in the other hand, the stroller, and my tickets and something they were checking. So I had that as well. So I could not catch everything in both hands. So I could put my bag in my shoulders and take the stroller in the other hand and tickets and passports, etc., in the other hand. So, you know, those small, small moments when you really need it, because the bag was really heavy. I had my laptop and stuff like that, books, blah, blah. And that's the moment you feel, oh my God, thank God I have my bag with the shoulder strap. So, you know, I knew that feeling because I had another Michael Kors bag with the shoulder strap. Usually I do not use it, the shoulder strap. I always use it. But those moments, I really need shoulder strap. And with that experience, I was 100% sure that I cannot live without shoulder strap option, even though I do not use it every day, or usually like that with the shoulder strap, but I definitely need a shoulder strap. So that was absolutely clear that I'm ready to spend extra 200 bucks on a shoulder strap, which I'll use occasionally, but those occasionally you really need them, and that makes you feel so nice about it, because otherwise you tend to not take this bag, thinking, because that will become a disadvantage, and every time you wanted to carry that bag and you will think, oh my God, it doesn't have a shoulder strap, let me not take it, what if I need it? So all those questions, because you spend so much already, make sure that you enjoy it to the fullest. So I decided that I definitely need the shoulder strap, and I'm happy to spend that extra 200 bucks to make me absolutely comfortable, and you know, that will not give me a reason not to use this bag. So that was clear. And the last one was, this was third, and the fourth one was which size I should buy. So as you know, you have in Speedy, you have 25, 30, 35, and 40. The two sizes, the both extreme, the smallest and the biggest size, 25 and 40, was out of the question for me, because I was looking for a daily work bag, but 25 was way too small. It was way too small. It was like a crossbody when you're roaming around on a, you know, on a vacation or something, you can use it. But for me, it was not a work bag. So that was out of question. And then about 40, it was way too big. I'm just 5'2". It was looking like indeed, you know, a carry-on baggage or something like that, a luggage bag. So it was out of question. So the most debate was between 30 and 35. So the one of the most, I in general like big bags. All my handbags or totes, I really love big bags. So I was more drawn to 35. But the only thing was, when I was watching these videos or listening to people, everybody was saying that 35 will look like a luggage to you, it's too big. So I was not sure if it's going to look like that, but I definitely wanted a big bag. But I definitely didn't want it to look like, I didn't want to look like a luggage. But the problem with 30 was that the mouth opening was very small, And in past I had another bag which I really loved, but the only problem was the mouth opening was extremely small. And every time I entered or tried to look, it was just freaking me out. I was just not enjoying the whole experience. And definitely, if you spend that kind of money and you're getting irritated, that's not the point of buying a bag, and you're not feeling comfortable about it, and you're not feeling happy about it. So that was the issue with 30, and 35. I was not sure if it's gonna look on my frame, a big, huge luggage bag. So I went with this thought. I was very clear on which bag I wanted and which print I wanted, and in the size I have filtered it out already from 4 to 2. So another thing I was debating is that from Louis Vuitton I actually liked 3 bags. One was Pushette Matisse, the Neverfull, and the Speedy. So I wanted to buy only one bag. So which should be the first one? I removed Pushette Matisse for the last because I was looking for more a daily um, work bag kind of thing. So it was a very small, it is not a work bag. Then between Neverfull, which I really love, and between Speedy, I was really debating hard, and it was a very tough decision. But the only good point, they both have beautiful bags, and I'm definitely going to buy Neverfull. It was just the question which one I should go first. The only point that made Speedy to win that point is that Neverfull is a beautiful bag, but it's a tote style. It's more relaxed, more casual look. Um, so sometimes I needed to go for meetings with clients and stuff like that. It doesn't look that formal, even if you're dressed very formally. I feel that it doesn't give you that very nice formal look. There, this wins because depending on how you dress up and how you carry it, you can actually make it look like an extremely formal bag, or depending on how you dress very casually, it can be also a very casual bag. So that's where this wins, this additional point, and I went ahead with Speedy as my first bag. So the second is going to be my Neverfull. So that I was clear that I want a Speedy in this print and with bandolier. And with 35 or 30, I was not sure. I went to the store, I tried it, I put my stuff in it, and 30 was indeed. You will see my other video if you have already seen it, where I have shown how I pack my bag. You will see that I generally carry bare minimum basic stuff. I don't carry my whole house along with me, but still with those minimum stuff, the 30 was very tight. It could fit everything, but I didn't like it. Was looking too bulky, and the mouth opening was too small for a few items to, when I wanted to remove it. So that was my issue, and I saw that it was indeed an issue for me. And 35, I was so pleasantly surprised when I put my things. That's how I wanted. The mouth opening was perfect, and when I put my things and saw myself in the mirror, it was just perfect. It did not look like a luggage. So again, what I wanted to say from here is that if you're planning to buy any luxury item, especially Speedy, just do not go by, I see so many videos, they all say that, okay, if you're short height person, then you should go for 25 or 30. Don't look at 35, or you're too tall, don't go for 25. It looks too small on you. This is all crap, I feel. It depends on your personality and what you like. For me, I really love big bag. Doesn't matter if I'm 5'2". If you feel happy, it shows on your face and you're confident carrying it. And that's the whole point of spending that money on a bag that you really love and you really feel happy about it, So don't worry too much about it. Think about what you want, what will make you happy. And if you're a little confused between a couple of sizes, just go to the store, have a look, put your stuff, see yourself, and really you'll make a decision very quickly. You will see what looks good on you. And when I was carrying 30, it was indeed looking a little small for me, though actually as per standard it's not small, but this made my heart sing, and I'm like, yes, that's the look I want. When I hold it and I saw myself in the mirror, I said, yes, that's the look I want, that's the features I want. It's very light bag, that's perfectly fit bag for me. And I went ahead and got this bag. So that's it, guys, for my story time. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I was able to help a couple of you, because when I wanted, so I watched so many videos, almost every single video in YouTube. So that's why I thought I will also contribute because that indeed helped me. So I hope my video will help you, some of you at least. And thank you so much for your time. And please subscribe my channel. I'll have more videos like this coming up. So thank you so much for your time again. Bye.